Hey everyone, welcome back. Day 14. We're almost at halfway. 30 inks, 30 days. All right, guys, it's almost getting manageable, this little jar. So, what do you reckon a good one will be? Oh, I've got one in my hand. Not that one. That one. What do we have? Ooh, Robert Oster Chocolate. I wonder how it's going to be. So this is another sample I got when I bought my pen off Reddit. Robert Oster Chocolate is actually one of the first inks I ever tried before I really knew anything. And I had a mixed experience with it. I wonder if part of that was actually due to the pen I was putting it in. So I'm actually pretty excited to give it another go and really see if I like, what the experience is like. So let's jump right in. I picked up the fine nib last time, so I'm just swapping and doing this one this time. So what I do know is Robert Oster has a chocolate and a dark chocolate. So I've never tried the dark chocolate. Ooh. The first thing that I'm noticing is it's a lot darker on this nib compared to what I remember. That is not a positive nor a negative. It's literally just an observation. There's definitely, I don't know if I've made up my mind completely about browns. There's something intriguing about them, and I keep coming back to kind of wanting to discover them. But I guess I haven't yet found a brown that I am like head over heels in love with. That to me is brown adjacent, but I think I'm always going to be drawn to something like this more than something like this. Really interested though to see what it's like in a finer nib, because my memory of writing with it was that it was just so much lighter. But let's have a looky-loo. And I know some people love browns. I also wonder how much Drew Brown from Goulet Pens and the Pencast has like increased sales of brown pens and brown inks. There's my little drawing for today. All right, let me bring this up close and show you before I write in. The first thing that's obvious to me is you can actually see, as there's less ink on that dip pen, the lighter and warmer it gets. Here it does look more quote-unquote chocolatey to me. There's a warmth here, the pinks and the reds coming through versus up in that sun, which is where I started. And actually almost to a degree within the fine nib as well, the little bits in the middle. You are seeing some tiny little bits of shading, so let's jump on writing and see if we can see some more of that come through. How do we want to do it? Why don't we go down here today? It feels really nice on the nib. Getting some little bits actually there of shading, but again, not too much. Robert Oster. If you are someone who's tried both chocolate and dark chocolate, I'd love for you to comment as to what the differences are, if there's one that you prefer over the other. Always up to learn. And I know nothing about the dark chocolate, so if you have, definitely let me know below, or let us know, and we can all learn together. All right. I know I'm not going to bring it up close again. Do I have a preference? I think I do prefer it in the finer nib, where you just are getting some of those lighter undertones coming through. But as always, what I'll do now is I'll do a bit of rearranging and we can do a swatch, and hopefully I can get this side by side so we can have a look. All right, give me 1 sec. Okie dokie. How beautiful. Oh my God, I love that ink so much. I think if I, but even before July, get any excuse to ink up a pen, I think it's going to be with Opera Rose. I don't know why, but I just am really drawn to that. I think it's really, really beautiful. Let's give this one a bit of a twirl. Oh wow, that's so interesting. It's such a different color on the Stalogy. So here it looks dark brown and here it's a really dark pink. Oh, I hope that's coming through on the camera. That's almost burgundy on this paper compared to the Traveller's Lightweight, which is Tomoe River. Oh wow, I much prefer it on the Stalogy. That is gorgeous. Let's see if it's as obvious in the writing sample. Wow, it's so incredible, isn't it, how paper just changes things. I think it is obvious in that writing sample as well. Obviously where it's wetter, it is going browner, but you're just seeing so much more of those lighter bits coming through. It completely changes the characteristics, I should say, of the ink. For me, for the better. I think that's really beautiful. Is that going to stay? Now, I purposefully didn't try and wipe anything off. I wanted to see if it's super wet, if we're still seeing those pinky tones come through. And again, I think straight away where it's drying, you can see that we are. Amazing. So this ink is a great example of how many different nuances and thoughts come into a pen and ink pairing. Is calling it a pen and ink pairing is actually not completely true. It can be a pen, ink, and paper pairing because there is such a difference. Whereas those ones look quite similar to me across the two different paper styles. To me, I wouldn't put it past someone going, oh no, they're two different inks. And that is where paper choice also comes into it. Pen, ink, it's what I love about this hobby and experience. On my hands, it looks pinker, so whatever that means. So there we have it, really interesting ink for today. This is Robert Oster Chocolate, and there it is on the Stalogy paper. A really, really interesting ink. I think at the moment I'm more drawn to it on the Stalogy, and looking, it is starting to feather a little bit there, but it was holding in that wider nib there. But all in all, really interesting. Yeah, look at that with the black halo and everything. Cool. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll finish off another page. All right.